Happy Monday. We are in James 3, and by now you probably know that on Mondays I try and remind you of the basic outline of the book of James, and I say things like James is the leader of the church in Jerusalem, and he is the half-brother of Jesus, and he's one of the church's early martyrs, and he's sort of take no prisoners, get in your face. He says what he thinks. He doesn't seem to check his punches. And that we've also been through a variety of different topics, trials and headaches and hardships and the tongue and other things, and that I've said that, that it's Jewish, and so it sort of develops points, not neatly and discreetly, but it sort of starts them and then puts them on hold while it goes to another point, and then it's circling back to all these different points as it builds to a crescendo. So last week, when we were in James, I said, I'm just going to pull back. This is on Friday. I said, we've been talking about the tongue. I'm going to pull back, and I am going to say, in light of James, in light of what we've been learning about James, if someone were to say, oh, I can describe you, what do you hope you would hear? What would they say? And I suggested that one of the things that you would want to hear is that, oh, I know so-and-so. They tend to help people a lot. They tend to serve others. And then I read a section out of the Screwtape Letters, the fictional account written by C.S. Lewis about the master demon sort of mentoring this younger demon. And he said, okay, this person has come to faith. See if you can get them to not act on it, to not actually do anything, to just think that they have changed, and to just think these grand thoughts without actually engaging them. So in my devotion, my devotional reading today, I ran across another sort of take on that whole thing. And again, it's Matthew 25, which I have referenced before. I come back to this because I find it a particularly challenging passage. This is about Jesus talking about the judgment at the end of the age, goats, and the whole separation that is going to take place here. In the end, the sheep and the goats are being separated. And then Jesus says to the sheep, hey, you were there, you cared for me. When I was without clothes, you clothed me. When I didn't have anything to eat, you gave me something to eat. You were providing and loving me. And they go, whoa, when did we ever do that? When did we ever see you without a place to stay, you without clothes, you needing food? And he says, whenever you did it to the least of these, you did it to me. And then you got the opposite happening with the goats. They are being cast off, and they said, wait, we operated in your name. And he says, no, you didn't do these things to the least of them, you didn't do them to me. So I simply want to note that it's worth observing that both groups are surprised in the end. It's not like the one group had secret information about who Jesus was and the things that they were supposed to do. They both are surprised, but this group, the sheep, seem to be those whose lives are integrated with their faith. And they don't have a separate category for religious things. And so on Sunday mornings, I have to do this or think this way. They are very much shaped in all of their thinking. They have a biblical framework. They have a Jesus-informed viewpoint on how they see everything and how they see others. And so I just want to suggest that the great error of the goats was that they kept their devotion to God within neat little boundaries of religious activity. It was disconnected from other parts of their life. So any right understanding of what we're called to, any right understanding of God's justice should lead us to ask, has my devotion to Christ, has my commitment to be a Christ follower, has my commitment to the kingdom of God been integrated into every aspect of my life? Or am I trying to have these narrow spiritual categories that get pushed off to the side? It's a big question. Ask it today and have a good day.